South Africa is a democracy, a participatory one to be exact. That means governance by the people and for the people. Local government is a critical component in that equation, and that is because it's at the coalface of service delivery and is sometimes the only sphere of government that the public will interact with on a daily basis. It is for this reason that it's absolutely critical for the populace to remain well informed on the operations of local government, the absence of which has resulted in violent protests, damage to property, distrust and misinformation. The South African Local Government Association aims to change all of that by boosting relations between the public and local government, ensuring an informed citizenry. It does this by fulfilling its strategic profiling mandate, which seeks to increase and improve the image of local government both here at home as well as abroad. The journey began in March 2021 when the National Executive Committee of SALGA approved 3 campaigns that spoke to the strategic profiling mandate. Leading up to the end of local government's 4th democratic administration, it became very important for SALGA to showcase milestones and achievements of local government and address challenges the sector is facing. The 3 campaigns were as follows. Firstly, a monthly thematic calendar. This positioned local government within the broader national framework. For example, as the country was focusing on March being Human Rights Month, June Youth Month, August Women's Month and October Transport Month, so did our local municipalities, and they delivered accordingly. Using multi-channels, digital, print, out-of-home, radio, owned and earned media, the monthly thematic calendar aims to build and establish a structured approach on content planning, development and distribution, and find structure in content development, advance planning in profiling the organization's work, and effectively communicate the role of local government. The second campaign focuses on the role of SALGA. Now, this speaks to the way in which SALGA continues to deliver value to its members. It highlights the intergovernmental relations, but also takes a look at policy formulation with regard to policies or formations such as the coalition framework. And who can forget that multi-year wage agreement that brought about stability in the labor market?
And so as SALGA, when you ask the question, what is SALGA's response? SALGA's response is essentially the development of a framework that would assist political parties in the establishment or getting agreement on a coalition government. But secondly, also guiding political parties on how to sustain that coalition government once in place. And that framework was issued last year in November. It continues to be relevant, as you would see, with by-elections, power exchanges hands, but also as parties renegotiate during the term of office, like we have recently seen in the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro. What is also emerging in the city of Johannesburg is that coalitions collapse, and then you must restart the process of putting together a coalition government. And our framework assists municipalities to the extent that it guides political parties on what to look at when they put together coalition governments, but also on what to do post putting together a coalition government.
In a drive to document a repository of good news stories, SALGA TV was launched. The series identifies projects and achievements of municipalities. It is a digital platform given to municipalities to showcase and position their stories. The third campaign was Much Ado About Local Government Transition, which saw an end of the 4th administration and ushered in the 5th. The campaign objectives were as follows. Showcase the transformative and innovative work of municipalities for the benefit of South African citizens. Showcase key policy inputs by SALGA which have had a positive impact on service delivery. Educate the public on the challenges or policies that plague and impede the efficient functioning of municipalities and efficient service delivery. Acknowledge the decline in public trust of the sector and give insight into the desired future state of local government. Following the local government elections, provincial conferences were held to elect the provincial SALGA leadership. This led to the SALGA National Conference, where we saw the adoption of the 2023 to 2027 strategy, as well as the appointment of the new SALGA leadership. So, how did we do it? Well, there are various platforms through which these campaigns found expression: owned media, earned media, and bought media. Following the national conference, under the theme Consolidating the Role of Local Government in Rebuilding Local Communities to Meet Their Social, Economic and Material Needs, SALGA embarked on a national campaign aimed at reigniting a renewed social contract between citizens and local government. Themed Asisho, Let's Say It, SALGA aims to open up conversations through this platform. For citizens, it encourages active citizenry in their role in paying for services to enable effective delivery by local government. For local government, it promotes a capable and agile local government with citizens at the center of service delivery. Local government and municipal employees who are committed to their mandate and aware of their responsibility to pay their bills as enshrined in the Municipal Employees Act. The campaign was executed by utilizing all available media channels and marketing technologies at our disposal. Television and radio, the two mediums that serve as the cornerstone of all successful media marketing campaigns, were used to generate effective reach, frequency, and brand memory. To be sure, radio and television formed part of an intricate and layered strategy, which also included the use of launches and out-of-home communication strategies such as billboards, murals, and taxi media, with each campaign medium yielding its own successes. The TV arm of our strategy was particularly illustrative of the call to action at the heart of the Asisho campaign. Most instructive in terms of engagement was the television show Kasi to Kasi, which aired on SABC1 under the National Broadcasters Education umbrella. The program, which featured as the key figurehead in fostering coalitions between citizens and local government, reached between 1.5 million and 2 million people on a weekly basis. Of the 12 episodes in which young people featured as active changemakers in their communities in collaboration with local government, 8 were successful in achieving real, visible changes in the communities visited. This bodes well for future campaigns, particularly as our national elections will soon be upon us and we aim to improve our numbers in terms of voter turnout among our youth. Our radio campaign inspired nationwide appeal, which was driven by provincial chairpersons representing SALGA. On average, 5 to 6 community radio stations per province were engaged, with Gauteng and the Eastern Cape leading listenership figures. A key takeaway from our overall figures is that despite the relatively short period of time in which our radio campaigns played out, 2 months to be exact, over 4 million listeners were reached nationally. With data indicating that 75% of individuals who drive, cycle, or walk past billboards actively reading the messages shown on them, billboard marketing would obviously be a crucial component of our out-of-home marketing and communication strategy. And since post-COVID traffic statistics had increased exponentially in months leading up to the campaign, we secured the deployment of 15 billboards in high-traffic areas around the country. These included the M1 South and North in Gauteng, which exceeded 5.5 million in August 2022. The Warwick 1 and Sibaya Circle in KZN, where the traffic count in September was 3.4 million, and the Airport Approach Road in the Western Cape, where the average traffic count for August and September was 3.5 million. With the artful use of murals and a robust taxi media campaign, our out-of-home reach for the 2-month period of September and August, as determined by traffic count, totaled an estimated 12 million. Perhaps beyond the numbers, the leading achievement of the Asisho campaign was its seamless execution. Messages and information had been efficiently disseminated throughout all 9 provinces, maximizing coverage across all initiatives. It would, however, be disingenuous to spell out the campaign's success without remarking on areas where we can and must do better. Our mandate to help expedite service delivery calls for greater urgency in all the work that we do at SALGA. And while we are all proud to have been part of the successful execution of the Asisho campaign, we must look to the future with an eye on where we fell short and what can be improved. So, how did we fare? Well, we had set out to achieve the following 5 objectives: to profile local government, to ensure accountability, to educate the citizenry, make sure that we become thought leaders in this space, and ultimately work towards achieving the future desired state where the image of local government is as we envisage. Well, the journey continues. We've not even begun to scratch the surface of the limitless possibilities that await. We know the work. We have seen the impact. We must continue to invest, not only to sustain the gains that have already been attained, but to also scale the impact. As proven by our radio and TV numbers, there is an eagerness to engage with SALGA's Asisho campaign. While our digital footprint has been slightly increased by cell phone competitions and our online presence has not declined, our goal is to advance with greater creativity to reach our younger citizens. For example, it is among those of our citizens between the ages of 18 and 35 that we see a slump in voter turnout. With the wide range of possibilities inherent to digital spaces, a great many opportunities exist to weave the act of voting into our strategies to inspire a broader cause of active citizenry. Overall, despite a few bumps on the road, we would like to emphatically state our gratitude to every person who played a role in the seamless rollout of the Asisho campaign. Without you, the road towards building on the already impressive SALGA brand, as well as increasing awareness around local government and in the process empowering more and more citizens, would not have been possible. The bar has been set, and with more hands on deck, we can only look forward to greater success as we continue tirelessly to live up to the expectations of the people we serve. Asisho, let's say it. Let's sustain the momentum. Let's continue the work. We look forward to an even more positive review when next we meet. So, until next time, it's goodbye and God bless.